How to create a file server on Windows 11 using multiple hard drives and accessible from the internet. First, install the following features: FTP server, IIS management console. Completed. Next, configure storage. Storage. Advanced storage settings. Storage spaces. Add a new storage pool. FTP. Select both traditional hard drives. Create. FTP. There are several ways to protect data in case of hard drive failure. With two identical hard drives, I use two-way mirror. Create. This is the partition I use for the file server. Next, create an FTP site, Internet Information Services Manager. Sites. Add FTP site. FTP site name. Browse to the newly created partition. In that partition, create a root directory. Next. No SSL. IP address, because I want to access it from the internet. So I set a static IP address for this PC. This is the IP address I assigned to this computer. Select the newly set IP address. Basic. Specified users. You create a separate account to access the file server. New user. Username. FTP user. Password. Password never expires. Create. Enter the username you just created. FTP user. Read-write. Finish. Next, allow the FTP service to pass through the Windows 11 firewall. Change settings. FTP server. FTP server. Private. Check the result. FTP server IP address. FTP server IP address. Username. Password. Completed creating the file server on the local network. Next, forward the port on the router to access from the internet. On the router, forward the FTP service to port 21. Forward to the IP address of the file server. Port check. Open. Test with a public IP address. To fix the issue of the public IP address changing, you should use a dynamic domain name service. I use the DuckDNS service, free. You install client software on Windows 11 to update your public IP address. Then use a dynamic domain name to access the file server. For convenience when uploading or downloading files, you should use specialized software such as WinSCP or FileZilla. Thank you for watching. Good luck.